Disney has completely blown away expectations this year and have announced sweeping changes to their entire parks and cruise ecosystem.
We are doubling the size of Avengers Camp.
A whole new location on Pandora.
2 new Cars attractions.
Monsters Inc. Land.
We're adding 4 more cruise ships. We are going to do all of this.
There's a new Villains Land. Tropical Americas is coming to Animal Kingdom with Indy and Encanto. Test Track, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. New shows for the cruise ship. New lounges for Walt Disney World. The first ever audio animatronic of Walt Disney, and even the biggest puppet in Disney cruise history. And what's really cool is many of these projects have already started, and some of them will be opening next year in 2025. They really delivered with the news at D23 this year. Of course, that's the Disney fan experience. And fun fact, Meyer Werft Shipyard just announced yesterday that they have signed their largest ever deal with Disney Cruise Line for 4 more ships by 2031. That's right, 4 new ships will join the award-winning Disney Cruise Line fleet. They currently have 5 ships in the fleet. There are 4 others already in the works. In addition to that, 4 new ships will debut between 2027 and 2031, which will bring the fleet to a total of 13. I am so excited about this. The ship names, designs, and itineraries are still in development. They also had a couple of other announcements for Disney Cruise Line. We'll get to that. First, I want to dive into these huge areas. Monsters Inc. Land is coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World in Florida. This construction will begin next year on a first full land dedicated to Monsters Inc. And of course, anybody who's watched Monsters Inc. really wants to ride on one of those doors. Well, guess what? Now you're going to. They're going to have the first ever suspended coaster in a Disney park for this ride. You will get to experience what it's like to zoom through the door vault in the factory, just like Mike and Sully. This coaster will put you right in the middle of all the monster action. Work on the project is slated to begin next year. An all-new Avatar experience, Avatar Way of Water Experience, is coming to Disney California Adventure at the Disneyland Resort in California. This will bring Avatar to life in a completely new way. At Disney's Animal Kingdom, they have Pandora. This new destination draws inspiration from Avatar, The Way of Water, and upcoming Avatar films. And people have been waiting at least a decade for this. Pixar Animation Studios' beloved Cars franchise is finally coming to Florida, into the Magic Kingdom. There will be a reimagined area of Frontierland which will have 2 all-new attractions, taking guests into the wilderness beyond Radiator Springs. One attraction will invite you on a thrilling rally race through the mountains. And for the smaller racers, they will also have a second attraction, fun for the whole family. Work on this new space will begin early 2025. And another one people have been asking for forever is a Villains Land. Well, guess what? The time has arrived. There is a brand new Villains Land coming to Magic Kingdom. And actually, work is already underway on this new land. During the presentation, they teased, "Be prepared, you poor, unfortunate souls. It's going to be a fearless new vision for what a Disney experience can be." This new land will encompass all your dreams, nightmares. The space will be home to 2 major attractions, dining and shopping on an incredibly twisted, grand scale. And with the new Destiny cruise ship being focused on villains and heroes, they are really opening up that door. And this artwork here is really giving Maleficent vibes. It should be a really fun experience. And that's not all. They've got another new land coming to Animal Kingdom, the Tropical Americas at Disney's Animal Kingdom. This will feature 2 new signature attractions. In one of them, you will get to follow Indiana Jones into an ancient Mayan temple. This ride will be different from any other Indiana Jones experience around the world. This is based on a rumor about a mythical creature deep within that Mayan temple. And of course, he's got to go check it out and see what's there. Will there be snakes? You'll have to wait and see. The second ride that will be in Tropical Americas is Encanto. You will get to follow Antonio's story on the day after he received his magical gift, and Casita will come to life in a whole new way here. Inside the Casita, Antonio has just received his special gift, the ability to communicate with animals, and his room has transformed into a rainforest. It's time to go explore, and you never know who you might bump into. They will also be featuring a beautiful carousel in this area that will feature animals from many of the favorite Disney stories. Tropical Americas is set to open in 2027. And for all of you Avengers fans out there, we have some really exciting news because the original Avengers campus in Disney California Adventure will double in size with the addition of 2 new attractions. Infinity Defense is a multi-world adventure experience with the Avengers. You'll get to fight King Thanos. You will defend places like Asgard, Wakanda, New York City. This is a multi-world adventure experience with the Avengers. The second ride that they will have in this area is Stark's Flight Lab. And honestly, the very best thing about this ride is that Robert Downey Jr. will reprise his role as Tony Stark for the attractions. Of course, we love RDJ as Tony Stark. I'm really glad to hear that he will be doing the voiceovers for Tony Stark. Nobody else is going to do it better. At Stark Flight Lab, you're going to sit in 2-person pods and deploy to a test station. And then a robot arm is going to grab your pod and start whirling you around in a simulated flight. Construction on this expansion will begin next year. Now, of course, we know Tiana's Bayou Adventure has recently opened over at Walt Disney World, but they are redoing this at the Disneyland Resort as well. This new attraction will be open beginning November 15th, 2024. That is also the start of the holiday season at Disneyland Resort. This will be in the old Critter Country, which is being renamed to Bayou Country when Tiana's Bayou Adventure opens. California Adventure is really being built out. We've already mentioned the Avatar Land, we've mentioned the Avengers experience. It's going to double. In addition to that, they are also going to have a new Coco themed ride at California Adventure. This is an all-new attraction themed to Pixar Animation Studios' Coco. Of course, this is going to have the characters and music that you love from the movie. You will join Miguel on a trip to the land of the dead. Walt Disney Imagineering is drawing inspiration for this attraction from some beloved classics like Haunted Mansion and the Pirates of the Caribbean. They're going to be bringing their skeletal cast of characters to life in a big way through the latest audio animatronics technology. These figures will appear in ways you'll have to see to believe. Work beginning in 2026. And hopping back over to Florida, at Epcot they are going to have a Test Track 3.0. That's right, they are reimagining Test Track. The new reimagined Test Track will celebrate today's innovation while highlighting the past, present, and future. There will be 6 distinct exhibits in the queue, and each room will celebrate vehicles that push the envelope. New show scenes will be added, showcasing technological advances and how our lifestyles and relationships to mobility connect everyone. They're going to ride through the scenes focusing on the technology, customization, and personalization, followed by a trip through scenic outdoor route, reminding us all of the joys of driving, taking in the world around us, and spending quality time with friends and family. And eagle-eyed visitors might have already picked up on the fact that the new exterior harkens back to the original pavilion design. Now back to the cruise ships. They are going to have a brand new show for the Disney Destiny, Hercules. The Disney Destiny will be coming out next year. Disney Hercules will stay true to the story and spirit of the film. The Muses will be the show's storytellers. They'll take you on the journey through this ancient tale of good versus evil. It'll have a lot of beloved songs from the film, plus a theatrical debut of a new ballad, Shooting Star. Hopping on over to the Disney Treasure, the tale of Moana will have the biggest puppet in Disney Cruise Line history. The final battle of Taka depicts Moana as she takes her final stand against Taka, the firing, lava-wielding foe, who will appear on stage as an incredible 15-foot tall puppet. In addition to that, you will see many of your favorite characters from the film reimagined as puppets, including a young version of Moana. And one other show they have announced, which is going to be a huge favorite, I know, and that is the Magic Kingdom Nighttime Parade, Disney Starlight. In summer 2025, a brand new parade will make its way to Magic Kingdom. This will continue the nighttime spectacular legacy started by the Main Street Electrical Parade. It is going to use the latest technology to tell new stories about the characters you love. And all of this is brought to life by the magic of the Blue Fairy. In addition, they are going to have characters from well-loved films such as Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen, and more. And starting next year, they will also have a Pirates of the Caribbean tavern in the Magic Kingdom. This rambunctious watering hole will offer a welcoming haven for all pirate kind, big small, and everyone in between. Here, bandits and buccaneers to be are welcome to join together and raise a toast to the pirate life. And while we're talking about lounges, hopping on over to Epcot, they are going to have the Spaceship Earth Lounge. Spaceship Earth has been at Epcot for over 40 years. Spaceship Earth is one of our favorite places at Epcot. This just announced lounge is inspired by the story, shapes, and enduring legacy of Spaceship Earth. They are taking inspiration from geometric shapes to create a really zen atmosphere to get away from the world. Just a fun place to go have a cocktail while enjoying the Spaceship Earth influence. One other fun new show that they are going to have is Zootopia Better Zoogether. Ba-dum-bum. Here you can join Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde in a new show at the Tree of Life Theater. This will open next winter and will take guests on an adventure through different biomes seen in the film. One other fun addition coming to Hollywood Studios is they are going to have new missions coming to the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. When the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu movie blasts off in theaters in 2026, it will also touch down at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Just imagine it, you'll be able to fly alongside Mando and Grogu on thrilling and dangerous missions. This is the way. And coming to the Disney Treasure, two of the adult pubs and lounges that are going to be brand new for the Disney Treasure are the Haunted Mansion Parlor and Periscope Pub. This weekend at D23, they did release art showcasing these costumes for the crew members. This green vest and purple striped shirt is reminiscent of the wallpaper from the famous Stretching Room, and true to the nostalgic aesthetic of the Haunted Mansion franchise, the costumes will combine a moody color scheme. In addition, they will also have Easter egg riddled accessories, including a mysterious set of keys. Meanwhile, the Periscope Pub costumes are an elevated take on the crew uniforms featured in Walt Disney's 1954 film 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You can tell these vests are very nautical looking. They will also tie back to the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea submarine voyage attraction with a custom pin inspired by one once worn by Walt Disney World Resort cast members in Magic Kingdom Park. And last but not least, one of my favorite announcements through all of this is at Disneyland, they are going to have the first ever audio animatronics figure of Walt Disney. Avid fans of the Hall of Presents or even the Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow show from Disney World will be very familiar with these life-size animatronics. Of course, they have that represented in the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln as well, which will be the alternate to their new stage show about Walt Disney, A Magical Life, featuring, you guessed it, a life-size animatronic of Walt himself, which is totally full circle because Walt pushed for the first animatronic in the Tiki Room. As the story goes, Walt walked into the Tiki Room and said, "It's just not lively enough." And so he made the Imagineers create mechanical birds. So Walt is actually responsible for the first animatronic, and now we're going to have the first ever audio animatronic of Walt Disney. This one is the most exciting to me because we absolutely love Walt Disney. All of the parks, everything Disney really comes from him. He really showed the world how to dream and how to create your dreams into reality. Walt Disney, A Magical Life will play at the Main Street Opera House at Disneyland Park. This is another location that we really love. It's a classic location at the parks. It's really been underutilized in the past. I am super excited to see this. After the show's debut run, it will play in rotation with Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. And as Walt Disney once said, when we consider a new project, we really study it, not just the surface idea, but everything about it. And when we go into that new project, we believe in it all the way. We have confidence in our ability to do it right, and we work hard to do the best possible job. For the first time ever, when this debuts in 2025, you'll actually be able to see Walt Disney through the magic of audio animatronics technology. Past, present, and future are coming together, giving visitors the chance to imagine what it would be like to stop by Walt's office. Who knows what he might be dreaming up inside. And if you haven't seen it yet, make sure and go check out the huge new Disney cruise ship reveal for the Disney Destiny. We also have a breakdown comparing Lookout Key to Castaway Key, Disney Cruises, exclusive island destinations. If you haven't yet, please share this video. Make sure you subscribe, ring that little bell. There's going to be a lot more Disney cruise news coming. Thanks for being here. We'll see you real soon with some more Disneys.